Kia ora whānau. Welcome to the preview show of the Champions League game between the Arsenal and Seville. Before we begin, please like and subscribe to our channel. We love you. Alright man, second home Champions League game of the season.
Alright.
Coming off a really sore and disappointing loss to Newcastle.
Yep.
Yeah, how do you feel? How are you feeling?
I don't know, man. It's still hurting, that Newcastle game. All the controversy around it, the VAR, our performance. Still hurting, but at least in the Champions League, VAR is more competent. Well, at least the people who are using it.
Yeah, thank God for that.
So and it's a home game for us. Home game, Champions League against a decent Spanish side. I'm pretty excited because I think if we win this, we go through. I believe, yes.
Yeah, I think we secure qualification.
We secure qualification. Maybe we won't be top, but we'll secure qualification with that. So exciting, yeah, exciting, and it's a good chance for us to bounce back against an opposition that isn't really hitting the heights that you would think they would.
Yeah, they haven't really been on the best run of games.
Yeah, they've had mixed results. They've had a 1-1 draw, a 3-0 win against some team I've never heard of. They've had a 2-2 draw, 2-1 loss, 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw, 2-2 draw, 1-0 loss.
A lot of draws.
Yeah, a lot of draws.
They're pretty much not really in the running to qualify, right? I think they have to win the remaining games and hope for other results. From what I checked, and yeah, away from home, we dominated them.
Yep, we were excellent against them.
Yeah, and we had a really good performance. I thought Jesus was outstanding in that game.
Yes, he was.
He's a bit touch and go for this game.
Yeah,
still.
No, well, at his press conference, he said Jesus is going to miss the game. Odegaard not likely to play. And they're both missing from training. And we've also just had news that Eddie Nketiah might be out as well. He wasn't pitching in training, which is a concern. Yeah. I mean, maybe not. I think we have enough sufficient cover to replace Eddie. Whether you play Eddie, whether you play Trossard, whether you play Havertz, I don't think there's too much of a difference or too much of a drop off between them all. And all three of them got different abilities to play and cover in that role. So,
yeah. Any other injury updates?
No, not really. I think Ben White's got his black hair back from the photos I saw.
Thank God, because ever since he's had his blonde hair, we've been awful.
It's always the hairstyles and the hair colors there. The only person who's gone through that and came out good was what, Xhaka?
Yeah, even Messi when he was blonde.
Xhaka played even better when he was blonde. But yeah, I mean, other than that, Odegaard, Jesus, Eddie might be out. Partey's still out. I've also read that he might not be back until the end of the year, which is absolutely disappointing. I think we should just cut our losses, get rid of him in Jan. He's going to be gone to the Africa Cup of Nations anyway. Get a replacement for him, man. Jesus Christ. He plays one game and then he's out for like 15.
Yeah, that Partey situation, every time he does play and he's fit, we look so good.
Yeah.
And it's just like a dream at the moment.
But it's like 5 games in a season that he plays.
No, I know what you mean.
I'd rather have someone, I mean...
We just need to do something to
best
keep
ability is availability.
That is very true. He's been reading. Yeah, so I mean... and taking all that in, sorry, you go.
No, just with Sevilla, they're on 2 points at the moment. So is PSV. And if they beat us, then they could be top of the group or they could be second as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, they won't be second. They won't be top of the group, they'll be second, potentially.
Yeah. So they have a chance.
So they have a chance, yeah. I mean, so they should be coming out and firing all guns with us. But just hopefully we have more quality than them.
Yeah, well, I think we do. And just talking about the injuries and stuff, even without those guys, I think we still have quite a few players, that can do us a job. Obviously, we've got a home game, and and coming off a loss, we'd want to bounce back. And just keeping all those things in mind. What do you want to see from this game, from the boys?
I just want to see a bit of relentlessness. I just want to see the shackles come off, and just for us to have that purpose and that pace again, just to get the ball in the opposition half as quick as we can and get towards the opposition goal as quick as we can. None of this bullshit of going all the way to the corner flag and then coming all the way back to the goalkeeper, or the halfway line, and then trying to just go side to side. Get out there in the first 10 minutes, score a goal, and then do that shit. Then go boring, then go side to side, then waste all the time you want. Then, go from the corner flag to the goalkeeper to Arteta to wherever you want. But yeah, I just want to see a bit of relentlessness. Just, have some attacking freedom. Let the wingers take on the fullbacks, because I don't think the Seville fullbacks are going to be that good. Saka and Martinelli, if they start, they should rip them up. Even if Trossard starts on either of the wings, he should absolutely rip them to shreds, and that's just what I want to see. It's just us coming out angry and ripping everyone to shreds. Rip them all.
Ripper.
A ripper performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What do you want to see?
Yeah, I'd like to see a reaction, first and foremost, from, the loss to Newcastle. I think it's really important this game to set us up for the rest of the season, or not just Champions League. Obviously we'll win qualification. It is a tough opposition, probably more technical. We saw them, try and slow the game. I mean, typical Spanish way of playing. They're more technical in the way they play, which could play into our hands. And I think you're right. Like, if we do kind of go out there with a little bit more urgency and pace about ourselves and the way we move the ball, I think, we're going to be too hot to handle for them. So that's what I want to see.
Especially at home,
yeah. So just that, that passion and that determination from the off, and, just coming off a loss, you want the boys to go up a gear.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Lineups.
You want to go first?
No, you go. Gentlemen's first. Badass is second.
So this is what we would want to see, right? Not what Arteta's going to do, because...
Yeah. This is our lineup. Arteta's always
fuck what Arteta's going to do.
He's going to do
He confuses the shit out of me sometimes. But in goal, I'm going to go Ramsdale. I know Arteta's not going to play him.
You're done with Raya, aren't you?
At the moment, I'm done with Raya, because we're insisting on playing David Raya game after game after game after game, and I'm failing to see why or what he offers different to Ramsdale. They both make mistakes, and I'd rather have Ramsdale, because when Ramsdale plays and he's sharp and and he's loving it, he's actually a very, very good goalkeeper. And David Raya, although he's been playing game after game, he isn't looking sharp. He's still making mistakes, and I just hate to see it. So I'll see Ramsdale on goal. Ben White with his black hair as a right back. Yeah, Saliba, Gabriel, and I would go Tomiyasu as the left back. And midfield is where I'm going to change it up, because I think this is a change that needs to be done, or should have been done a little while ago. And I would put Rice, Havertz, and Zinchenko in the midfield. And I think, for me, let's be honest, Zinchenko hardly plays left back when he plays for us. He plays as a number 10 or in the midfield for his country, and he's brilliant, provides assists. And, just in a game where we're looking for someone, he's technically brilliant. He's got an amazing touch. He's good in tight spaces. And when we need someone with a killer pass or a little bit of vision to thread the ball through, I think Zinni's excellent at that. So I think we need to play him in midfield. I really think so. And I think we play Tommy left back, or play Kiwi, or we got, at least one cover there at the moment. So, trial Zinni in the midfield with Havertz and Rice. Let Havertz and Rice sort of do the physical battles, and let Zinni sort of have a bit more freedom. Up top, I would play Martinelli, Saka, Eddie might be out, I think it would have been a good game for him to play, but I would go Trossard. I think Trossard is the closest to Jesus that we could get in any of our other players. He's got technical ability, loves to drop into the midfield. He can turn, he can swivel. He's got that agility, and he can provide an assist. He can score a goal. So yeah, I think that would be my lineup. And I don't think we need the big physical guys. Like Eddie's quite physical. It's not that easy to bully him. And when you have a midfield of Georgie, Havertz, and Rice, they're big guys, strong guys. It's not hard to bully them either. But I think in this game we don't need that height and physical presence. That's why I go with Georgie. I mean, that's why
they do have some big. Like Ramos and the other centre backs, huge too. They got some big boys at the back.
But I mean, Ramos didn't do much to us last game. It's not like he came and bullied us off the ball.
I think he struggles with pace.
Trossard is he's smaller, he's more agile. Zenny's technically brilliant, and I think we can get around players with them too. But yeah, what would your lineup be?
Yeah, so for me, and this is completely different to yours. So I'm gonna go with Raya, and I'll explain why in a bit. I'm gonna go with Raya. Centre backs pick themselves. Gabriel, Saliba. On the left, I'll start with Zinni. On the right, Ben White with his black hair and sit on the bench. I'd start Tommy.
Wow, nice, yeah.
Yeah. So Tommy and Zinni on the fullbacks. Just, either of them can sort of invert. Is the thinking around that. And then obviously Rice starts. With Rice, I'd have Jorginho. In front of them, I'll play Trossard. And then Martinelli, Saka, and Havertz up top. And that's the reason why I picked Raya.
Kick along,
have Havertz win us something. Get our guys involved that haven't been, seeing ball in that, that sort of 50-50 phases, like when the ball just drops and we get the second phase, and that's the thinking of having Trossard playing as like a 10. He's really good, running at players. Yeah. And if I feel like if you switch the two around and Trossard's playing up top,
Havertz could flick it on for him as well.
Yeah. So I mean,
excellent. Yeah,
that's my thinking, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think either of our lineups is gonna happen. What's gonna happen is he's gonna have exactly the same starting lineup as Newcastle. Yeah. And then we're just gonna bottle it again. So
hopefully not.
You're bottling your words.
I'm bottling everything. No, but we do need a result.
Yeah.
And not so much like, in terms of this group, more so for our confidence.
Yeah.
We can't go 2 games without a win.
Yeah. Well, Arteta experiments a lot, and he has been so far this season, but it's very minimal experiments. Like he does something out of the blue and then he just sticks with it. Like, for instance, Havertz, he stuck with it for like 6 games until 6 or 7 games, and then you're just like, bro, like, what are you doing? I mean, if he's gonna experiment, then he might as well do what one of our lineups that we're talking about and switch it up, switch it up like that. But
just change up your gameplay, your tactics.
Yeah, that's how you surprise opponents.
Yeah, not just 1 or 2 players missing out, because it doesn't really change much.
Yeah, scores, predicted scores with your lineup.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0 to the Arsenal. 2-0.
I'm gonna go the same 2-0. Yeah. Hopefully.
That's a well thought out answer.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be slow. Sevilla's gonna try and kill the game a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna try and come out and let's just kill them. Yeah. Get a goal early, settle, and then we control the game.
Let's go.
Let's go, boys.